It's become a never-ending merry-go-round. As each election cycle comes and goes, if you work in Washington and want to keep your job, chances are you will.
If you ask people whether or not they want change, they'll say, sure, I want change, but the change that they're looking for apparently is not in their own elected officials.
Sarah Briner is with the Center for Responsive Politics, which created this graph to show re-election rates for members of Congress in the high 80s. This despite approval ratings for Congress overall at just 13% in the most recent Gallup poll. So why this discrepancy in the polls and at the polls?
Go right to number 5.
Laura Brown runs the political management program at George Washington University.
What you end up with, again, is sort of people making a distinction between all of Congress and the problem of everybody else versus my member who's actually doing a good job for me and for our district.
She says even members of Congress embattled in scandal are able to keep their jobs the majority of the time. Take Tennessee Congressman Scott DesJarlais, an outspoken pro-life advocate. He just declared victory in his primary despite cheating on his wife with a patient and pressuring her to get an abortion.
One reason for these safe seats is the way the lines are drawn in congressional districts. People tend to live among like-minded people and as a result, often agree on who they want to represent them in Washington.
Brown says this also translates to what actually gets done.
It's very easy to get people upset about the general concept of special interests. They think about those special interests that they do not like, and of course they never think about those interests that are special to them.
And while this long-time trend can be dizzying, there's a slight change afoot. For the first time ever, 51% of people just said they disapprove of their own member of Congress. We'll see how that translates in the midterm elections. In Washington, I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.